Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and I'll be your host. GoFest has ended. As a trainer, you might not have been able to complete the special research stories, GoFest 2020 Welcome, and Rocket Straight to Victory. On GoFest Day, July 25th, we had rotating Pokemon theme habitats throughout the day. On July 26th, we had Team Go Rocket and high amounts both at Pokestops and in air balloons in the sky. Now that GoFest is done, all of these features have gone away and habitat areas have gone back to normal. In this video, I'll be giving you some tips to help you finish these special research stories after GoFest. So let's get started. The special research on day one, Saturday, July 25th, is the GoFest 2020 Welcome Story. And this research story only has one stage task to complete. So let's take a look at it. Take a snapshot with your buddy and you'll earn 10 incense. Use an incense and you'll earn 200 great balls. Catch 20 fire type Pokemon and you'll encounter Charizard. Catch 20 water type Pokemon and you'll encounter Blastoise. Catch 20 grass type Pokemon and you'll encounter Venusaur. Battle in 2 raids and you'll encounter Gibble. Make a new friend and you'll encounter Snorlax. Once you have turned all of these in and claim these rewards, you can then claim the final reward of 10,000 XP, 2 lucky eggs, and 10,000 Stardust. Here's a general tip to help everyone out. For day 1 and day 2, once you receive the special research story, there was no time limit to finish. So take your time and finish this. The only time sensitive was actually receiving these special stories because you had to log in at the Pacific time during GoFest on day 1 and day 2 to receive these special research storylines. Once you've done that part, you've done the only time sensitive part of this quest. So the only thing you have to do is take your time and finish the rest. Now on to day 1's tips to help you get through it. The main part of the special research for day 1 is to catch as many Pokemon as you can. What helped us during GoFest was they had rotating themes of specific elements that would allow us to catch those themed Pokemon quite quickly. We don't have that anymore, so we need to come up with other ways to help us attract those Pokemon to us. The best way to do this is to put out an incense or a lure. If you have no incense, you'll just need to complete task number 1 and you'll get 10 incense. This will help you with catching Pokemon quite quickly. If you're lucky enough to see and be able to spin a Pokestop next to you, then by all means put out that lure, because that would just help you attract even more Pokemon to you that the incense would not have. If you have already used up the incense and you don't have a Pokestop near you, like I do, I don't have Pokestops near me that I could stay home and just spin them from my place. I actually have to go out and spin Pokestops. Your next best bet is to actually take a walk. I know many of you are unable to do this at this time, and that's what's making catching Pokemon just a bit harder. But if you are able to, then just stay safe while you're out there and catch yourself as many Pokemon as you can. Now on to the raids. The raids have been made a lot easier by Niantic by setting up remote raiding and also being able to raid what you see on your screen from gyms. that has made that a bit easier. And then with them bringing friendship invites to the raids, this has even made it more interesting and also easier for people to complete this next part. So it just says you need to battle in 2 raids. It does not tell you what level you need to do. So you can, by all means, do a level 1 if you have a gym near you that you can just get out there and do. Just a reminder, you're still receiving the free Ray badges if you spin at gyms. So if you don't want to waste your remote Ray badges on level 1 or level 3 raids, then by all means try to get out there and do them at the gyms themselves. If you cannot see gyms at all, and this requires a bit of a drive, then you're gonna have to rely on friends inviting you to raids. If anything, don't forget to go into your notification part of Pokemon Go and make sure you click on the notification to get notified when someone is inviting you. This will help you be able to get notified so that you can take part of these raids when you don't want to have Pokemon Go up 24 hours waiting for them to come your way. Now, on to the last part, which is the friendship ad of friend. This one is also quite easy. The fastest way is to go to your friend list and just add your friends from Facebook. Niantic has set it up where you can link your Facebook with Pokemon Go, and anyone that has linked their Facebook will notify you that they are playing Pokemon Go, and you can add them as a friend. This is the easiest way. Now, if you've already done this, then the other way is to go on social media such as Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and other social medias that you visit. And you can easily post that you're looking for friends in Pokemon Go and see if anyone that you've never thought that plays Pokemon Go might actually answer and give you their information so you can add them as a friend. Now, other ways through Facebook is that you can actually look for Pokemon Go groups. And these are a group of people that play Pokemon Go, usually within your area, that you can search. And you can then look through their website and see if anyone has posted friend codes that you can just take and add a friend. And these will be people usually very close to you, so there might be a chance that you'll actually see them out there while you're raiding or playing Pokemon Go. If you are looking for friends that have more of a specific um, like purpose, such as you're going to PvP them or raid with them, then you're going to need to do a Google search. I did this and I found a few websites. Now, I won't be listing these websites because I don't really know how safe they are because I'm just getting started with these. So, if you just do a Google search, you'll have to do your own investigation of how safe or how realistic these sites are. But a lot of them allows you to view player information such as name, what group that they're affiliated with, such as the yellow team, the red team, or the blue team. If you're looking for people within that, they'll also give you friendship codes, and some of them even give you information towards what they're looking for, such as if they're looking for someone to give them a gift, somebody to play PvP raid with, and many other things. Some of them even allow you to contact these players before adding them as friends. Just keep that in mind that you most likely have to join up on these websites, and that was something I didn't want to do. So I've never actually tried joining any of those websites. If I couldn't just view it, I didn't actually go any further into them. So that's how I was able to find new friends. A lot of these new friends I looked for were for raiding because the people I knew didn't do many raids around me. So I had to go look for people that were going to give me friend invites to raids so that I can actually do raids outside of my area. So, best of luck on finding a new friend out there, and hopefully, these ideas of where to look has given you a lot of helping hand. Now, just as a disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with any of these websites. I don't get paid or even sponsored through any of them. These are websites that I have gone to and looked at, participate in as a personal person playing Pokemon Go. I just thought I'll let everyone know that I'm not getting paid to say their names or link their information down below. Now on to day 2 of GoFest. Sunday, July 26th is when we got the special research story called GoFest 2020 Rocket Straight to Victory. This research task story is in 6 stages to complete. There was no rotating theme of Pokemon, there was just a mix of spawning for this day, allowing trainers to catch different Pokemon at any hour they logged in to Pokemon Go during GoFest. The main feature of this day was the abundance of Team Go Rocket members, both in air balloons in the sky and at Pokestops near you. Here are the special research tasks you'll need to finish for this research story. In stage 1, you'll need to take a snapshot and you'll get 2 incense. Power up Pokemon 3 times and you'll get 100 Pokeballs. Send 3 gifts to friends and you'll get 2020 Stardust. When you turn all of this in for a reward of 20 maximum revives, 2020 XP, and a Pokemon encounter Machamp. In stage 2, you'll need to defeat 2 Team Go Rocket Grunts and you'll encounter Weavile. Rescue 2 Shadow Pokemon and you'll get 20 maximum potions. Purify a Shadow Pokemon and you'll get 20 maximum revives. When you turn all of this in for a reward of 2020 Stardust, 20 rare candies, and a counter of a Pokemon of Golem. In stage 3, you'll need to defeat team leader Arlo and you'll encounter Shadow Moltres. Defeat team leader Cliff and you'll encounter Shadow Articuno. Defeat team leader Sierra and you'll encounter Shadow Zapdos. Once you turn all of this in, you'll get 20 Revive, 5,000 Stardust, and 1 Super Rocket Radar. In stage 4, you'll need to defeat Team Go Rocket's boss Giovanni, and you'll get a Pokemon encounter Shadow Mewtwo. Once you've claimed these rewards, you can then claim your stage reward of 20 Ultra Balls, 2 Incense, and a Pokemon encounter Victini. In stage 5, all you'll need to do is claim your rewards of 2020 Stardust, 2020 XP, and then another 2020 Stardust. Once you claim all of this, you can claim the stage reward of 20 Ultra Balls, 20 Victini candies, and 2 incense. In stage 6, you'll need to take a snapshot of Victini. You'll get 20 Victini candies. Catch 20 different Pokemon and you'll get 10 rare candies. Send 3 gifts to friends and you'll get 1 super incubator. Turn all of this in for a reward of 2 star pieces, 2 premium battle passes, and a avatar t-shirt of Vitini within Pokemon Go. Here are some tips to help you finish Day 2 research story. In this research story, it's all about defeating Team Go Rocket members. There are 2 ways to meet Team Go Rocket. One is at your local Pokestops, and the next is air balloons in the sky. Just keep these few things in mind when going out there and finding Team Go Rocket members. First is Team Go Rocket boss and leaders have gone back to the Suicune Pokemon lineup. Next is the air balloons can only be seen 4 times a day from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., then 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., then 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and then 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. times. These are in 6-hour gaps. You just need to log in to Pokemon Go one time during these 6 hours gaps and you will meet a air balloon Pokemon Go Rocket member. Now on to the radars that you have received either through past events or from defeating Pokemon Go Rocket members. Just to let you know that if you're just looking to see grunts, you'll need to unequip both of the other radars, the Super Rocket Radar and the Rocket Radar that you might have in your bag. To do this, you'll need to go to your items bags, look down for the radars, click on the radar for more info, and then click the button to unequip. You can then click this same button that will now say re-equip when you're ready to meet these specific Team Go Rocket members up in the sky or at the Pokestops. If you have no radars, you'll only see the grunts. If you have the Rocket Radar equipped, you'll see the 3 leaders. If you have the Super Rocket Radar equipped, you'll see Giovanni. Just keep that in mind when you have these radars equipped. This will help you see the members you wish to see. Next is when battling Jesse and James. This will count as 2 Go Rocket grunts when you win against them. If you're going to use Shadow Pokemon, just remind yourself they might do more damage, but they also take on more damage. So pick these Pokemon wisely. Next is if you have Pokemon that has a fast charge move, try to use them as your first Pokemon so that you can take down the 2 defense shields within the leader or boss's first Pokemon. This will give you your best chance to defeating their final one. Next is if you need to give your Pokemon a 3rd move, try to wisely pick the ones that will best benefit from this. Next is also leveling up your Pokemon. I've had to pick selected Pokemon that I'm going to do, and what I try to do is select the ones that I can use against multiple members of the leader and the boss in order to wisely use my Stardust. This also goes for that 3rd charge move. I tend to do the ones that I can use multiple times against different leaders. That's the one I will give the 3rd additional move to. If this Pokemon can only be used against one leader, depending if I have other Pokemon that already have a 3rd move, will depend if I need to give that Pokemon that 3rd move. If I don't, then I will waste it on a Pokemon that I can only use against one leader, knowing that this will give me that extra help when I need it. Lastly is how to get more Pokeballs when catching Shadow Pokemon from Go Rocket members. There are 4 ways to get Pokeballs for this. The first is when you defeat a Go Rocket member, you'll get 2 Pokeballs automatically. Next is how many of your Pokemon are still undefeated at the end of the battle. These are Pokemon that do not need to be revived, count as undefeated. You can get up to 3 Pokeballs for this. The best way to get all 3 of these Pokeballs is to try to trade out your Pokemon before they are defeated. Then is the level your hero medal is. For each level your hero medal it is at, you'll get 1 additional Pokeball. For the bronze level, you'll need to defeat 10 Go Rocket members. For the silver level, you'll need to defeat 100 Team Go Rocket members. And for the gold level, you'll need to defeat 1,000 Go Rocket members. For each level you complete, you get 1 additional Pokeball. Next is, and final way, is your purifying medal. This is the same as the hero medal. Depending on your level, will depend on how many Pokeballs you can receive. For the bronze level, you'll need to purify 5 Pokemon. For the silver level, you'll need to purify 50 Pokemon. And for the gold level, you'll need to purify 500 Pokemon. If you're able to get all of these completed, you can get up to 11 Pokeballs to help you catch the shadow Pokemon you will see from Team Go Rocket members. So best of luck on increasing these levels. It works in your best interest, giving you more opportunities to catch these Pokemon and make it much easier to finish the other parts of the quests that we'll be seeing this in. So now that you have defeated the grunts, save the Pokemon, and purify the shadow Pokemon, now it's time to go after the Team Go Rocket leaders. We're going to start with Serene. Serene's first Pokemon can either be Beldrum if you meet her at a Pokestop, or Lapras if you meet her in the air balloon. Keep this in mind when selecting your Pokemon, because this is lock into place. So if you meet her in either one, just expect to meet that specific Pokemon. Now for Beldrum is weak against Dark, Fire, and Ghost type moves, and Lapras is weak against Fighting, Ice, and Dragon type moves. For Serene's second Pokemon, this doesn't matter if you meet her up in the air or down on the ground. These 3 Pokemon are going to rotate regardless. So you can either meet Exeggutor, which is weak against Bug type moves. These do double the damage. If you don't have a Bug type, the next ones will be Dark and Ice type moves. It also could be Lapras, as mentioned before. So Lapras is weak against Fighting, Ice, and Dragon type moves. And the last possibility is Sharpedo. This Pokemon is weak against Bugs, Electric, and Ice type moves. For Serene's third Pokemon, this can be one of these 3 different Pokemon. We'll start with Shifty, that is weak against Bug. This deals double the damage against it. And then if you don't have a Bug type, once again, it's Fire or Fairy type for this Pokemon. Or it can be Houndoom, and this Pokemon is weak against Water, Fighting, and Ground type moves. Or it could be Alakazam. This Pokemon is weak against Dark and Ghost type moves. When going up against these leaders, keep in mind you're going to go up against 3 Pokemon. Their first Pokemon is guaranteed depending on how you meet them, but the second and third one is a rotation and you don't know which one you're going to get. So you might find that you're going to have to go up against these leaders more than one time to figure out their rotation. And once you figure out their rotation of Pokemon, then you can defeat them a lot easier. Now on to Cliff's Pokemon. If you meet him at the Pokestop, you'll find that he'll have a Pinsir as his first Pokemon. And if you meet him up in the air balloon, you'll find that he has a Grimer. Now for Pinsir, it's weak against fire, flying, and rock type moves. If you find Grimer, it's weak against ground, psychic type moves. For Clifford's second Pokemon, it could be one of the three, just like Serene's. So it doesn't matter if you see him up in the air or down on the ground, it will be one of these three. Starting with, it could be Machamp, which is weak against psychic, flying type moves, or Amistar, that is weak against electric, fighting, and ground type moves, or Electric Wire, that is weak against ground type moves. Now on to Cliff's last rotation of Pokemon. This can start with one of these three Pokemon. It could be Tyranitar, that is weak against fighting, and this does double the damage against this Pokemon. Swampert, which is weak against grass type moves. This also does double the damage against it. Or Titera, that is weak against ice type moves. This also does double the damage as well. If you don't have ice, then fire types work really well against Tartera as well. That's all for Clifford's lineup. Now on to our final leader, Arlo. His first Pokemon can either be Pinko, if you meet him in the air balloon, or Meanwhile, if you meet him at a Pokestop. Pinko is weak against fire, rock, and flying type moves, and Meanwhile is weak against fire and ground type moves. Now on to his second Pokemon that could be one of these three Pokemon that you might encounter. First could be Charizard, which is weak against electric and water type moves. Or it could be Blastoise, that is weak against grass type moves. The next possibility could be Steelix, that is weak against water, fire, and ground type moves. Arlo's third Pokemon could be one of these three. Scizor, which is weak against fire type moves that do double the damage against. Or could be Dragonite, that is weak against ice type moves that do double the damage. Dragonite's also weak against rock type moves too. Or it could be Salamence, that is weak against dragon, dark, or ice type moves. This does it for the Arlo lineup, and this does it for all the Team Go Rocket leaders. I hope this information helps you be able to set up your Pokemon to give you the best chance in defeating these leaders. Lastly is Giovanni, Team Go Rocket's boss. For Giovanni's lineup, it won't matter if you meet him at a Pokestop or at a air balloon. He'll be starting with Persian for his first Pokemon. Persian is weak against fighting, rock, and ground type moves. Now moving on to his second Pokemon, which could be one of these three Pokemon. You could meet Detrio, which is weak against ice, grass, and water type moves. Or you can meet Nidoking, which is weak against ice, ground, and steel type moves. You could also meet Garchomp, which is weak against ice, dragon, ground type moves. For Giovanni's final Pokemon, you will be meeting Shadow Suicune, that is weak against electric and grass type moves. This does it for the Giovanni's lineup of Pokemon. The only Pokemon you really have to worry about is the second one because it's in a rotation. Like I said before, don't be afraid to go up against Giovanni and lose the first time around just so that you can learn what his second Pokemon is to help you pick a better Pokemon lineup. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please tap the like button. If you would like to see more videos like this one, please tap the subscribe button. You'll get notified when I post new videos. Thank you, and I'll see you next video.